All right, I hit go live. Did it work? It threw an error, so hopefully I'm live. Let's see if anybody says anything. If you're there, yes, I'm live. Perfect. Confirmation from Andrew and Shane. Thank you. Man, it's been so long since I did this, I feel like I don't even know what I'm doing. So, hitting that go live button, it aired and panic ensued. But we're good now. We are live. Stream starting soon? Question mark? Like right now, yeah. Can you all see my screen? Yes, exactly. You can all see my screen? Starting soon. Hey, wow, welcome to the stream. Look, I misspelled welcome. We're off to a great start on this stream. Let me fix that typo. Welcome. Save. Been a while. Should you watch the stream in 360p? Yes. Welcome is Mexican. Hey, that's me. I'm New Mexican. That's my joke. Yo, Merlitz. How's it going? It's like welcome, but with guacamole. Sounds delicious. All right, cool. So this stream is going to be all about Bard scripts. You guys voted. And instead of watching me struggle play a red hand, you'd like to watch me struggle playing a Bard. So here we are. I got an echo. Why is this on my screen? I need to close this down. It should be just the pop out editor. It shouldn't be a double of that. Oh man, you think with this production quality it would be better? It's not. 1 second, let me fix this doubled up screen here. There's always something going on. There we go. Close. Perfect. I'm a real streamer. All right, so to get started on this stream, I made a new echo. So I have yet another echo. And I haven't actually become a bard yet. So we're going to become a bard together. And I'm just going to go with the provoking archer because that best represented what I currently had, right? Like I was an archer with Shiv early on. So we'll see how that goes. Merlitz. Let's see if it works. Hey, it was supposed to do a sound called if we don't get no tolls and we don't eat no rolls. I thought I fixed that. Instead, it just did the doo 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 doo. Merlitz, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, choo choo. Let's do this hype train. Maybe next time, exactly. I don't know. I was doing test donations before and it was working. Oh, it's a super chat. I didn't change super chat. Yeah, Pwn Star. You're supposed to be live tonight, buddy. Okay? What are you doing? Nothing ever works out supposed to? Yeah, I agree. All right, so again, back to my character who is not made yet. We're going to go train. We're going to go train Provo and Discord and this other stuff that I don't have. So let's get to it. I did go ahead and unlock lyric aspect. Let's look at that real quick. I'm level 0 lyric. Looking pretty fancy. And then I do have a Bard Codex, which is also empty. Let's go. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go train some skills to Prevalia. And we're going to withdraw 1,500 gold. We're off to a great start. Where's the Bard trainer in Prevalia? Does anyone know? I've never played a Bard, everyone. I played this game for a very long time, and apparently all I've played is an archer. And a little bit of a red hand. Camping. Item identification. No, that's not what I want. A cook, a baker. I don't think those play. A carpenter? No. Bowyer. Bowyer? Bowyer. A jeweler? No. Looking for a bard. Oh, I know where one is, by the zoo. We'll head to the zoo. How's the sound and everything? Did anything change while I was gone? By the way, I do have COVID, so I'm sorry if I cough on any of you guys. Hopefully you don't get it. Excuse me. Look at me, it's like I know where I'm going. And a bard, look at that guy. We're gonna train discordance. Boom. What else are we gonna train? Music. Boom. And then... Andy, thank you so much, dude. What do you think, Thieves? Snatch. Other top favorite movie. Thank you, Andy. All right, boom. We're already a bard. Look at that. We're doing great. Oh, I guess I could have trained anatomy. That's okay. By the zoo, yeah, exactly. I'm on top of it. Okay, so now we're gonna go train quickly in the shelter dungeon, right? Then this is gonna be our first script of like, hey, I'm a new character, I'm a new bard. How do I train? So that's what we're gonna tackle first, and we're gonna run over there because I could just recall, but I'm gonna give you guys a quick tour of the lands. Look, Golden Girl. If you're ever curious, you just go over here to the Moon Gate. We're gonna head over to Shelter Island. Shout out. Yeah, any characters I see, I'll call them out. Like, let's see, Pumpkin. That's a nice name. I don't know how to pronounce this one, but it's Castlevania? That sounds good. Quebec. Okay, so we're in here. Now, let's go ahead and just do a quick... I know I want to train Discordance, okay? And how can we do that? If I click this button, it says, what instrument shall you play? So that's the first struggle of anyone wanting to train any skill with Bard is it doesn't always play an instrument because you need to have played one before. So let's go ahead and make a script to handle that. And we're going to be inside of this Bard category here. Then we're going to say new. We're going to say training. Okay. And basically what I want to do is I want to use skill discordance. Okay. Wait for target 500. And then I technically want to target myself. However, if we get a system message that says, what instrument would you like to play? We need to target an instrument in our backpack. So use skill disordinance, wait for target. Let's just make sure that that works. Save and play. And it says, what instrument shall you play? So then we can say, if insys message, what instrument? Okay, and if. And then we're going to target something that's in our backpack. Now, I only have a flute with me. I should have brought probably more instruments. But we're going to type greater than info on the flute. And that comes up with this bamboo flute. By the way, what instruments do you guys use? Is flute the right choice? Should I have brought in something different? But anyway, we're going to go ahead and make this script. So if insys message what instrument, I can't read that. Bring it closer. People gave you money. $5, someone. $10, Andy. Yeah, didn't I call it out? Are you just tuning into the stream? Okay, thanks, wife. See you soon. Love you, bye. Yeah, thank you. My wife wanted to make sure that I shouted out $5, someone. It's Merlitz. And $10, Andy. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. She came in with a little post-it note that was way too small for me to read. You enjoyed the flute noise? Yes. All right, so we use skill discoordinates, wait for target, and then it says what instrument, and we will target that if find type bamboo flute in our backpack as any, and if we will target any. Okay, so in theory, this should go ahead and properly target the flute. So let's hit play. And it did. It says, what do you wish to discord? You could target yourself for an area effect or the ground for a group effect. So I'm pretty sure if we target ourselves, this trains. So we're going to target ourselves and see what happens. Sure enough, I've gained some skill. You just wrote the script for Kev while you were out of town? Yeah, thanks. Yeah, by the way, I was gone. Sorry, everybody. I'm back now with COVID. How do you get the info on the flute? You just type greater than info in game. So greater than info, and then it brings up a cursor, and then you can select whatever item you want, and it will give you that little item data. So I went ahead and did greater than info on the flute. And then that, these little blue buttons, you can actually click and it will copy paste whatever is on the line there. So I just click the blue button there, bamboo flute, and properly paste it in here. So we use skill discoordinates, wait for target, and then what instrument, and then we target that, and then we can wait for target again. Just so the cursor comes up, and then we can target ourself. So that just ran on our own. Now I don't know the timing on these, so we're gonna go ahead and do that stuff. Medieval bard song for stream. I mean, yeah, I wish I could. I don't know where music comes from. Is it 9 seconds, 10 seconds? 9800? If you fail, it goes faster, right? Or like is that something else? Is that peacemaking? So we'll loop 10,000 seconds. We'll see how it goes here. So far, this is my training. Let's see if it runs properly. When you fail, make a bad sound song. I mean, I have bad sounds. I'm prepped with the bad loots. All right, so one of the things about training and like waiting 10 seconds is I don't like that I can't know that it's doing anything. Okay, so I'm gonna teach you guys another way to wait. Instead of waiting 10 seconds in one little thing, we're gonna say 4, 10, end 4, and we'll wait 1 second. And then we'll overhead, overread, overhead, waiting, ... with a nice blue color. So now we can properly know our script is running with an advanced wait. Exactly. So like, shit, is my script working or not? Now we know it's running. Okay. And now here's where I really don't care about spam. So right now we're waiting the 10 seconds, which is great. But like, let's say I don't care. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait 1 second. And then I'm just gonna replay it. You must wait a few moments. Okay, because technically, do I really care if it was, look at that. Was that 10 seconds? I don't think so. So this is where we potentially are saving time. Look, if it fails, it seems to be going very quickly. So I don't know if you guys see this or not, but if I'm failing, it seems like less than 10 seconds. Okay? So we're gonna go ahead and let that play, because I'm pretty sure a success is 10 seconds and a failure is 5. Now, how do we confirm that? I don't know. Let's think of a way. Let's script it. So let's see if system message for a fail is actually a system message. So let's go ahead and check that. We're going to say sys messages, okay? Greater than sys messages in game. And this will bring up a little thing where you can see your potential system messages. Now, some of these are false positives because you actually can't read them in Razor, but this is a nice little hint of like, all right, this potentially is a message. So if you fail to discord nearby creatures, that potentially will show up in sysmessage. So let's try that. So we'll wait for the target self, and then we'll say we want to wait again. We got to wait a little bit for the return. And then we'll say if in sysmess you fail to discord any nearby. I'm just gonna leave it like that because I don't want to spell everything. Plus, I don't know how to spell creatures. Every loop it should shout you're live on YouTube. Yes. I agree. Sorry about the COVID. Sir Funk, I think you get away with 8 seconds on success. Yeah, cool. We're gonna find that out for sure. Okay, so if we fail to do that, then we're gonna start a timer. Set a timer. Fail check. I can't do that. I can't just output a timer. I was hoping that we could do something like that. It's okay. It's okay. We'll just overhead and say, yep, failure in red. All right, let's go ahead and play in that. Yep, failure. So we successfully read the in-system message for being a loser. That's nice. And as you can see, this is 1 second. Each wait is 1 second. So it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's about 5 seconds. Hey, sorry, I'm with COVID. Here, let's output that. Stay. I have COVID, sorry. And we'll just say that out loud so everybody can see. I have COVID, sorry. I heard that the like monster beverages cure COVID though. I don't know if that's true or not, but we're gonna try that as well. It's poison. That was a regular Crustio. It's poison. All right, cool. So far, so good. We're gaining discordance skill and music strip. Hey, Yada Watts. Yes, monster promo. Yes, please. By the way, thanks for adding a script the other day to the website. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's approved, by the way. I don't know if you saw it. All right, so we're gaining that skill. That sounds good. The other thing that we needed to do was to handle the other instrument types. Script enhance. I feel bad for out saying this over and over again. We're just gonna change it back to an overhead so I don't spam the fellow noobs training and scare them. The COVID. Oh yeah, and the scripts enhance here. Boom. Is that better? Can people see? All right, so what we're gonna do real quick is we're gonna get the other instrument types. So this script appropriately handles multiple instrument types. And one might ask how we're gonna do that. You should replay if COVID. No, we don't. Boom it. You pew, orphan nougat. All right, we can't, unfortunately, the big window to play scripts in is very buggy, and chances are it will crash if I leave it open. 5 seconds is a long time to wait. Or saying another message. Yeah, big shout out to Bliggity, who helped me get the lyric cores. And then big shout out to the skill scrolls from Bliggity to make sure that we have over 100. And big shout out to the people on Discord where I bought 300 skill scrolls worth so I could have an echo. So thank you everyone that plays this game. I mean, you should reuse the skill at 5 seconds. Yeah, I hear you. You don't like the spam? Some people don't like the spam. I don't mind spam because then I know it's working. Like, this doesn't bother me at all. All this shit, 0 bothers given. I would say fucks, but I don't want to curse on stream. Oh, shit. Now my daughter's going to be mad at me. This spam can be blocked by Razer and options. Oh my goodness, what a great segue into another Razer feature we could teach live. Except I don't actually do that. I don't filter the messages. So I would be stumbling through it as we learn together. Should we do that? Should we go to filters? Text and messages? Filter repeating system message. I feel like that's, I don't want to, I'll turn it on, but let's see. Look, now it's only 1 line with 2. I'm going to leave that on. That scares me. Turning that off scares me. Turning that on scares me. You're wild, Vlad. All right, so we want to handle the other instrument types. And so I really should have grabbed them all on this character. But while that one's playing, we're going to just open another window and I will bring them over to me so that we can all see it together. Boom, 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 boom. We'll take Lipo, our thief. From the previous streams. I'm currently on the other window. I'm sorry that you guys can't see this, but basically I'm taking the instruments out of my shelf. I don't have any instruments in my shelf. Why would I? All right, here's some drums. I have more flutes. There is a lute. There is a tambourine. You guys just got to pretend that you see what I'm seeing. This game's fun. I'm a bard. What am I missing? There's a flute, a drum, a harp, a lute, and a tambourine. Thormac, hello. Welcome to Learning How to Be a Bard. Noob edition. Bad flute. I don't have bad flute. I have bad lute. And I have bad harp. Ill prepared on this thing. What a noob streamer. And I'm currently in the window that you guys can't even see because I'm trying to grab all the instrument types. I'm doing greater than info on these different things. A tambourine is one of them. So we're going to stop on this script and we're going to type that in there. Boom. And then we're going to do greater than info on the drums. Real quick on the other screen. It's called a drum. Okay, and then we got another one, greater than info on the flute. On the lute. It's not a flute. Jeez. Okay. So then we're just going to basically take this if statement and else it. And we'll say else if find type tambourine. Okay. And then else if find type drum. Else if find type lute. Drum, lute. And I'm missing one instrument type, a harp. We're going to assume it's a harp. We're just going to code like we know what we're doing. All right, I'm going to hit play on that again so we can get back to gaining skill. All right, and one might ask, hey, Jason, I'm glad that we're gaining skill. However, what about musicmanship? Why wouldn't we just want to double click the instrument to make this go faster? That's a great question, guy. Is it worth double clicking the instrument every time? I don't know, I'm not a bard, but we could do that too. We could potentially take this whole if statement and we'll throw it up at the top here. And instead of targeting, we'll just say declick. Okay. And this will, in theory, play our instrument every loop. So now look at us. We're quickly gaining musicmanship and Discord skill. I guess that would make sense to like help your skill gain quickly. Does that use a charge? Let's see. We're at 602, 601, 601, 600. Looks like it only gets used during the actual bard skill usage. So there's no disadvantage to clicking the shit out of your instrument. The more you know. COVID medicine break. All right. So we're gaining Discord skill. The other skill that this character was going to have was provoke. So we'll do that next after we get to 75 skill, which should be hopefully very shortly. So if there's any questions, if anybody has any questions, feel free to super chat them to me. I'll be sure to answer them. Just kidding, you can ask in the chat. I'll be here. I was debating on like, hey, should I have trained these skills before I even started the stream? And then I thought, you know what? Part of the stream is learning how to script. And part of learning how to script is to train. At a certain disco skill, do we get nitro? Yes. I don't know what that is, but yes. And yes, the question earlier was if what happens if our instrument breaks? This code to double click the instrument and or find it in our backpack if the system message is what instrument we'll handle that. Now, granted, I only have one instrument here, so if it breaks, and we're done. So I should probably add that case into the thing to say, hey, you don't have any instruments. Let's do that. We'll say else if, else, overhead. I don't have any. And we'll wait 2 seconds to replay so it spams the person. Sounds good. All right. We are officially a bard. We're gaining some skill. I wish it was a little bit faster, just so we could be 75 already and move on to provocation. But that's okay. We're going to go ahead and spend this time real quick to post to our website, because I think this is a good training script. If people like it or not, I don't know. Anything you guys want to see differently in this one? Like, Jace, we already have 100 skill. Like, show us how to actually play the damn game. I don't know how to play the game. Learn that together. The good news is the next script will actually have to change, because you can't just target yourself at the zoo, right? Because that's something people get me with all the time. Is like, oh, the script doesn't work. And it's because I target myself. And that works in a dungeon or your house, but it does not work at the zoo for Valia. So we could potentially change that as well. Someone's in here practicing carpentry. Unfortunately, if you're watching the stream, you don't actually gain skill bonus for trade skills. Sorry, buddy. All right. I'm gonna stop the script real quick, and we're gonna just give it a comment here of a train, discordance, and shelter island by Jaseowns, Outlands. Live stream. Okay, we will save and play that. And we're gonna switch over to this other scene real quick. Let's see if it works. Kind of looks like shit, but hey. So right now I'm on uorazorscripts.com. I don't know if anybody's seen this website before, but basically this is a repo website designed by Jaseowns. And it basically is going to be a script sharing website. So if you ever need any scripts, go to uorazorscripts.com. We're going to go ahead and add our script here. You do need to be logged in currently to add scripts. It is, it uses Discord to log in. Sir Funk, thank you, sir. Yeah. On my to-do list is to make this editor actually be like a real-time editor. Right now it's just text. But what it would be nice if this was like a nice syntax highlighted prettiness. The other thing is a lot of people aren't sharing their scripts for some reason. So I think it might be because you need to be logged in, which, again, you just have to click this Discord button. So, I thought it was pretty simple. But if people don't want to share their Discord, that's understandable. So I might work on adding a public shareable thing where you don't have to be logged in. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, so we'll go ahead and just make this script real quick. And we'll share it on the website so everybody can see it. I'm naming it Train and Shelter Island because that's what we're doing. Discoordinates. There's the script. Stream. Training. Train. What other keyword? Discord. Bard. Submit. And while you're on this site, again, some of the things I'm trying to make it easy to do is it just copy the script, right? If you click this button, it will copy the whole script to your clipboard. If you click the copy URL, it actually copies the URL. And then once you submit some scripts, you can just quickly edit them if you needed to change it. So again, if there's anything on here that you guys would want to see different, please just let me know and I'll be sure to ignore it. Just kidding, I won't ignore it. I like your guys' feedback. All right, so training has been submitted. Let's go ahead and go over here to the game. Yeah, I gotta get your banner on there, buddy. Come on. Are you the guy that created this thing for me? This little guy sitting at the computer there? That's not you, right? Because if it is, you're already on there. All right, back to the stream. And by the way, I don't know how to, if anyone knows, when I switch scenes, it cuts out the sound. I don't know how to fix that. Does anyone know how to do that? I use OBS. Like, oh, this stream does have Bard scripts, right? Hello. I'm awaiting someone to say something in the chat. Can you see me in the picture? Can anyone see me? The heart? I mean, yes. You can see me? He's back? Oh my goodness, what a... thrown into the fire for not... I have COVID. Leave me alone. OBS knows I'm sick and it's like, hey, let's try to make this hard on him. I can't see you from the glare of the white object on your blue shirt. I didn't put my makeup on today. Sorry, I'm shining. All right, thank you guys. Yes, thank you. Welcome back. I apparently crashed OBS by switching scenes. So I'm gonna not do that. Got him. All right, we're almost up to 75 discordants. Then we can move on to provocation. Provocation. So you guys, we didn't miss much. Although now I have this doubled up thing on my screen yet again. So let me fix that again. The pop-out editor shouldn't be this screen. It should be this screen. Not that screen. That is not the screen we are looking for. That one. I gotta get better about learning how this works because I feel like I'm doing it wrong. Welcome back. I'm excited to see how the crash interacts like in the overall live stream. I don't know how that worked. The good news is when it OBS relaunched, it was like, hey, do you want to finish your interrupted live stream? And I said yes. It's like it knew that I wasn't quite done. All right, guys. 0.5 more skill, and then we can go do some provocation, which I have not played in maybe 20 years. No, you don't have to time him out. He just called it out that I have a bald head. That's fine. Like, what? Am I upset? How dare you? How dare you, sir? All right, there we go. Look, I gained an extra 0.1 skill, guys. I'm hacking the system. By the way, if anyone's watching that develops this game, please don't nerf Bard now, okay? I have a couple of live streams with stealing, and then all of a sudden we can't actually do find type on players anymore. Come on. What are we gonna do? We're gonna nerf find type of bamboo flute? All right. Sorry. Love the game. We're going to rename training to rename training as discordance. Okay. They are watching. They and the shard owners from YouTube. Agreed. All right, so now we're going to train provocation. Now, again, I haven't done provocation in maybe 20 years or so. I don't know, when the game first came out, when I was a little kid and I was playing like the real server. So I have no clue how it works in this server. Minus, I'm sure you use the skill and then you target an animal. So let's go ahead and make a new script. I'm sorry, I have COVID and I'm coughing. Maybe I should mute this real quick and just hack. Hold on. Is that better? Training, provoke. All right, so let's see how that works in the game. We'll lower skills. We're going to click it. And it says, which do you wish to entice? You may target the ground for a group effect. Does that gain skill? It does not gain skill. But I get a nice buff. Bless you. Thank you, sir. There's another inside joke. You know I'm supposed to have inside jokes on streams, but I'm going to share it with you guys. So it's an inside joke with everyone. When my friend coughs, I say, bless you. How funny is that shit? Because then he's not sneezing, he's coughing, and then it's funny. So when we cough, we say, bless you. So thank you. Okay, I don't know. Did I kill this? I'm getting gold. Look at this. I'm making money and I'm not even playing the game. Already 15 gold, 16 gold into the giveaway at the end of the stream. Okay, by the way, it took 40 minutes to train to 75 discordance, just if anyone was watching, if anyone cared. Congratulations. Not too bad. And how many instruments did it take? It took, this was a full instrument. 490, my 300, 200. Math, insert those little memes. And it's trigger inducing, which is the inherent humor. I agree. Okay. So in order to actually train provoke, we're gonna need to use it on some monsters. Can we do it to ourselves? Can you provoke something onto yourself? Let's try that real quick. Provoke onto the Mungbat, onto ourself. We gain skill. So we can properly just target one creature and then ourself. Let's make sure it still works. Boom, boom. Yep. So that works. We're gonna murder this Mungbat. And we're gonna move over to things that aren't moving. Look at that, 6, 7, 14 gold more. We're up to 30 gold in the giveaway. Okay. So we could see that there's some things here that are standing around. There's corpsers here. I assume this is what normal people do, is they want to train on the corpsers. So we're gonna do greater than info on the corpser. That's gonna pull up the menu here. And it's called a corpser. It's also body of 8. Okay, so we're gonna use the name a corpser because I like names, and we're gonna basically do what we did over here with discordance. So I'm gonna take this whole thing because I'm lazy and I'm gonna paste it in here. And I'm going to remove this double clicky thing because we're pretty much at the max of 75 skill here. We're going to use skill provocation. Owen. Set access Owen. Is he here? Don't ban me, bro. These aren't hacks. I'm helping people. Oh, by the way, I should probably undo. I should take out my crossbow because I don't want to be shooting the shit while we're here. Because did I kill that already? I didn't mean to do that if I did. All right, so we're going to use the skill. And then if it says what instrument, we'll target our instrument. And then we're going to come down here. Instead of targeting ourselves, we want to target a monster. So we were going to say if find type. Oops. And it was a corpser, but the corpser is dead. We'll say ground because it will be on the ground, and it's going to be any hue, any quantity within a range of 10 tiles as mob. And if target mob. Okay, and then we will wait for target 500 and then target ourselves. Else, overhead, no mob found. Okay, we're gonna save and play this, and it should say no mob found, right? Because we're looking for a specific corpser, and there shouldn't be any found. Let's just try that. Let's hopefully get no mob found. And it should wait 2 seconds and try again. No mob found. No mob found. Okay, so right now, since this evil character right here killed Goldilocks, wasn't there Golden Girl earlier? Golden Girl, Goldilocks. What's up with all these girls going on here? All right. We're waiting for a thing to spawn. Now, the other thing we could do to improve these scripts is right now, as you can see, I have a cursor open. Technically, we can cancel that cursor. So we can say if target exists and if, and then we can say hotkey cancel current target. And that will make sure that the cursor is clear when it runs. Okay, cool. So it spawned. We appropriately targeted the corpser and targeted ourselves. Look at that, guys. It's working. We're doing it. I'm already to 51. Woo! Okay, so the good news with this is same thing. I don't care about spam. So we can just spam all at once. And I'm pretty sure that a failure is quicker than a success. So we'll learn how to actually deal with that once we get into the wild. But I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but it's properly hitting us up with some skill gain. The stream's over. I think we did it, guys. 52 minutes in, I've trained in discordance and I'm trading provocation. One might ask how you train peacemaking. It's actually the same as discordance. Just use the other skill. Okay. So we're gonna let that run. Never ask me for a screenshot. I won't. I don't want to know what you're looking up. Wait, you guys are having a whole conversation over here that I'm ignoring. Is he playing Ultima Online forever? Yes. I believe he is, because we all were at one point in time. Why would he do that? Great question, Merlitz. I tried it. It was interesting. So many girls, it's wild. So true. Are you talking about my house? No, you're talking about the game. Get it. How many more syllables does the word discordance need? Discordance. How do you say it? Discord ants? Discordance? Are you making fun of the way I talk? Andy, get the band hammer. Can't have people making fun of me in here. Discord dance, right? Is it Discord dance? Or is it Discord? No, don't. No, what is that? No, don't do it. I was teasing. We lost a viewer. I need him. I need him back. How do you undo it? Control Z. Control Z. God, don't give Andy some power, because Jesus. All right, so the good news is, guys, we're training Discord dance. Done. Training provocation. Is that how you say it? Provocation? Provocation? I still think the app that we had, like the first stream, second stream, maybe, of an app that like translates all words into how you pronounce them would still be a great thing. That way, every time a word pops up, I know how to pronounce it because it like puts it into syllables. I'll be your tester. Somebody make that. Discord ants. Yeah, I agree. Easy fix. Free bands, choo choo. Yeah, we can't get a hype train, but we can get a band train going. Gonna configure an auto moderator to ban the use of phrases like ruined crow. There was an item in EverQuest. I don't know if anybody here played the game EverQuest, but there was an item in EverQuest. I pronounce it ruined crow. There's no R, but in my brain there's an R. So I've always pronounced it ruined crow. And everyone makes fun of me for it. But hey, once you learn something, you learn it. It's unfortunate that these people are killing off the corpsers. I haven't been watching the screen. Are we still gaining skill? Yes. 59.4. Is there anything else I can train in here while I'm waiting? I guess we could do anatomy. Anatomy. Any script requests while we wait? Anything you'd like to see? Does the script make sense? You're Russian and you live in South America? Your accent's so weird? Yeah. I'm a New Mexican that lives in Texas, so that's my fault. You're not weird. I could why we wait for these things to spawn? Let's get some other monsters going on. Let's see if the giant frog here. We'll go ahead and add that to the list. Else if find type, else if find type a giant frog. Ground. The only trick is we have to check the notoriety of that frog because it could be a tamed frog and we wouldn't want that. So we want to say if noto of mob equals something something. Hey Jace, how do you learn how to do this stuff? How do you learn how to program? We're gonna try to switch the scene real quick, and we'll learn together. I'm gonna hit post to the website, and then of course what I want isn't showing up there. UORazorScripts.com should be showing, but it's not, and I'm afraid to move more things to crash the stream. UORazorScripts.com. Let's load that up. UORazorScripts.com. Boom. Okay. Hopefully we see that on the screen now. So I want to check the noto of the thing that we're going to fight. So we're going to go over to UORazorScripts.com. And on the homepage, I have links to the wikis. Okay, the Razor Community Edition wiki and the Outlands specific wiki. We're going to click Outlands. And it links right to the, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It's kind of hidden by the chat. And pull it right there. Can you see? I don't want to break anything. And then we're going to search for noto, which I happened to look up before. If the noto of some mobile equals hostile, it's safe to attack. So that's what I want. And I just want to make sure that it's safe to attack. So hostile is gray, which is what I want. So we're just going to copy and paste that whole line. And we're going to head back to the stream. Boom. Hopefully it didn't crash. Then we're going to say if noto of the mob is hostile, we will target the mob. Else, we're going to ignore the mob and then replay. Because if it's already tamed, we're going to ignore it and then we'll try again. So let's go ahead and hit play. Okay, so there's a corpse there, so we're good at the moment. We're going to let that play. All right, back to the chat. I like the Razor shows the command not exist. It'd be like white, but that only means that this command is hidden. Yeah, unfortunately, the syntax highlighter there is not the best. Trank is working on that though. He's been doing a good job. Andy, you have a question. The Banhammer Man has a question. Why does the organizer suck and time out before it finishes the organize action? That's a great question, Andy. First of all, I have two answers. Number one, it sucks depending on what's happening in the game. Okay, if there's a save happening, if you moved your character, you know, if there's a little bit of lag. Because the organizer is going through a list of items, right? And then it's trying to interact with all these items. So depending on how many items it finds, it's shitty. But it can also be really good to help you organize your gear. The other thing is there's a keyword that you can add to scripts called queued. So if you're not using queued, you should add that as well. Because that can help you. Did this guy just train us? This guy's coming in training the noobs? Mr. Flea. Kind of a dick move, bro. You look cool, but why are you in this noob dungeon? All right, anyway, Andy, we can cover some organizer scripts once I'm done training these bard scripts. Here, let's see what Vlad had to say. Yes, you adjust your grab options from 300 to 500. And then it works. Usually 300, still 100. I'm just talking out loud in my brain. I should be reading out loud, like actually out loud, instead of just mumbling. Yeah, you're talking about the delay of the item delay. Which is right here on the options tab. Targeting and queue. I think the 600 is default. I've always had it. I also have the auto queue object delay on. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I have mine on. It's not good on auto. You don't like it on auto? Am I handicapping myself with it being on auto? The name of the song is called NPC Virus. It actually kind of makes me a little nervous. Fly socks. It puts a delay when moving and opening things in your inventory and maybe other things. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I guess I've always played with it on. Maybe I should try with off. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing a good opportunity. Andy, do you have it on auto queue object delay or no? You have this check marked? Because I have it on. Other people are saying turn it off. You guys are wild. Man, you guys are amazing with this auto queue off. Look at you guys. All right, I've hit 75 music. I'm doing it, everyone. Giggity, he's back. Look at he's back. Welcome back from the band, buddy. Try not to be so rude. It's good for stealing when people stack pouches. Yeah. Scripts were good for that too until I got hit with the Owen's watching the stream. Got to put a stop to that. Just kidding. It wasn't Owen. I think it was Luthieus. It was one of them. Jaden. Drank. Eric. Am I missing anybody? How many things we got left on here? Man, we still got, look at that instrument. It's going to carry us all the way to the end. It was too OP. The stealing scripts were pretty good. But was it too OP? I don't think so. You know, I don't know. If I share the scripts and everyone can use them, is it really that OP? Nah. It's OP when only certain people use stuff. You know what I mean? Like, that's when it's OP. Like, if it's a game about who can script the best, no. The game's about who can go to uorazorscripts.com and find the best scripts. Object delay 5,000. No, thank you, sir. I'll make wagons max 3 lockdowns just upon. Oh my god, yeah, that would be terrible. I love my wagon. Olin's PVM? Yeah, 1,000%. I mean, that's what this server is. It is a PVM server. With a hint of reds everywhere and thieves, you know? A little bit of spice, a little bit of flavor here and there. All right, hey, I'm sorry that this might be boring. You know, we're not out there killing anything. We're not out there stealing. We're not doing dungeon crawls. But this is a valid step of how to get started. You got to train your skills. Hopefully that was helpful. You know, it only took an hour. JD coming in with the what? Wait, what happened? Are stealing scripts getting nerfed? Yes, they are. Currently on the beta client, you can no longer find type on another player. And it's weirdly timed after I was doing some scripts about stealing. I don't know. You heard it here first when I first started saying like, hey, they're going to nerf scripts. They're going to nerf stealing after we do this. And it's happening. Like Lord British said, people that started PvP and UO ruined the whole idea of UO. Agreed. People are the worst. Ugh. All right, come on. We're almost to 75 skills, and we can get out of here. Then we can head to a dungeon. Because I don't train my skills fully. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the way I play this game is like a noob. You don't need 100 skill to go fight something. Okay? The moment you get the max skill out of the dungeon, hop right into fighting monsters. If you're new to the server, don't listen to people. You don't need 100 skill. I didn't have 100 skill back in the day when I was PKing people. I didn't need 100 skill when I started this game to go shoot some shit with my archery bow. Zombies coming in. Can you just stack the top left corner and they can't get to the container underneath? Yes. However, you can set the object delay in Razor and then like swoop it a whole bunch of times. That's what these manual thieves do, like crazy people. My script just let me auto find the pouch and open it. And it also automatically opened any red pouch. That way I knew if there was things in it or not. So mine was much more advanced than the stack. So I could see why that got nerfed. But at the same time, it is kind of cheesy for people to stack all those little boxes on like one little tile. You know what I mean? Like, how's a thief supposed to live? Poor thieves, man. Yeah, look at me now. I agree. That's because you have 100 skill in scripting, so you don't need 100 skill in anything else. That's true. I do have an advantage of being able to just... I actually, the whole time I play this game, it's just in this little tiny box right here. Like this is my game. I don't even look at the screen. I just look at like this. This is me playing the game. I love UO. UO is amazing. This is all I do. Alright, let me shrink that back down. So you guys can at least see the game. Again, on my view, that's all I see is the Razor. I think that, where was that? Right there? That sounds good. All right, we're getting closer, guys. 70.9. Luckily, people aren't killing my shit. So look at this rat killing me, though. That guy trained us earlier. Who's that guy? That guy trained us. Rude. It's like playing WoW and staring at the timers. Yeah. I can mash this button. There's something to be said about WoW, though. Back in the day, you know, when Arenas first came out, oh man, that game was amazing. I was an orc hunter. We'll talk about WoW, you're gonna make me start crying. Damn, do you play with names on all the time? Yes, I like to see who's around me. I can toggle it on and off, so I have a key for that. Let's go ahead and review that key real quick. That will give us something to do while we wait for this thing. Under macros, you go ahead and just scroll down to all names right here. It's called nameplates on off. Okay. And then all names was the old school way of like showing the names. So I have Alt 9 be, oh my God, I'm getting murdered by this thing over here. I should probably kill it before it kills me. Okay. Someone was trying to kill me. Rude. Okay. Man, I wish someone would have told me I was dying. Are you guys falling asleep at the stream? Okay. We're almost at 75 skill. Anyway, yeah, all names on and off. I play like a monster. And then I normally turn off like corpses, so I normally just have it be the names of the people. That way it's easier to see. All right. We're almost maxed out, minus anatomy, but I don't really care. Let me update my title, my profile menu. We're almost free from shelter. Jaseowns, newbie bard. Shibi burn. This script, we're just training provocation here, right here, next to these corpsers and or giant frogs. And it's just targeting the corpser and then targeting ourselves. We're gonna hit 75 and we're gonna get out of here. Does it provoke attack, heal, loot, recall back when it's full, store your loot? Yes, eventually. Not yet, though. We're still learning. But 1,000%. Let's make a bot. And Soms, you wanted to get back into WoW and the Mechanomes and wanted to play one? Then I saw how effective much effort would take, and you unsubbed right away. Yeah, sorry. All right, cool. We've maxed out provocation. Let's get the hell out of here. Stop. Boom, we're running. Running. Okay, we're going to Prevalia. Now, I'm not gonna just stand here and we're not gonna just train this whole time, okay, because that's boring. We're gonna go fight stuff. However, we are gonna create the script for the people that wanna train at the zoo. That way, if you wanna have your character be the best it can be before you actually play, you can. So we'll go ahead and create that script. By the way, I tried to get into this, into the, what the hell is this thing called? Town struggles? I tried. I sucked so bad, so I had to quit. But maybe that will be a stream one day. All right. All these people. All these people playing this game. Jesus. This dude's gonna be a gnome in Pantheon? 1000%. Once Pantheon actually gets released, I am gonna be a gnome. Keep trying to make PvP scripts. When I actually use them, my weapon gets stuck on my cursor. Yeah. Yeah. I get requests quite a lot from a lot of people about PvP scripts, and I write them, but I don't even know if they get used or not because I don't actually use them, right? So it's funny. Hopefully they work for people. They probably don't. I don't know. Nobody comes back to me and like, hey, thanks for that script. Yeah, check out razorscripts.com. Okay, so now that we're at the dungeon, we're out of the noob zone. Okay, so we've trained Discordance and Shelter Island. We've trained provocation and Shelter Island. Okay, we're gonna paste this script to the website as well. So we're gonna switch scenes. Hopefully it doesn't break. And click back, add script. We are training provocation in Shelter Island. Boom. Provocation. This was stream. Training, train, Discord bard, provoke. Boom. I guess I should edit this real quick and say standby. Description. Standby corpsers. Perfect. All right, we are back. Boom. To the screen. Oh yeah, I don't think I have the FPS on. You want me to change that? Is that hurting your brain? I'll do that for you. Boom. Save. All right, now when I'm not watching the screen, it won't be all janky for you. Just for you, Soms. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and train Discordance. Now, if I tried to play Discordance from the script that we were already playing, it says you cannot perform that action in a guarded area. So we have to change it. Okay. Or we had to just not be in a guarded area. I mean, that makes sense to me, but maybe some people don't have a non-guarded area to stand in. So you're standing at this zoo like everybody else. So what we can do is we can go ahead and do greater than info on this anaconda and grab his name, an anaconda. And we're going to basically take provoke, what we did with provoke, with a corpser, and apply it to this script here. So we're going to make another one. And I'm going to actually take the provocation script. And we're going to say new. And we're going to say training, provoke, zoo. We're going to paste that there. And we're going to say train provoke at the zoo. But we're not doing provoke. We're going to do discordance. 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 Okay. And what we're going to do here is we're going to leave the what instrument because, again, we need to know what instrument we have. That's fine. Instead of a find type of corpser, we are going to if find type An anaconda. Let's replace that because there's no corpsers here. Okay, so if discordance target an anaconda target mob, that sounds good to me. And we're going to remove all that. We're going to remove that as well. And we'll just say save and play. Now, we're going to add the same check because maybe someone tamed an anaconda and they were a dick and then they didn't want to, they were trying to get us killed. So we'll do the same. If the notoriety of the mob is hostile, we will use it. If not, we'll ignore it and try again. All right, if I save and play this, it should just work. We should get a discordance skill gain. Let's try. Look at that. You play successfully, disrupting your opponents and weakening them. So as you can see, with that simple script, we have now successfully. Your script plays successfully. Exactly. That should be a system message. And so in order to make this a little bit better for everybody, we're going to just go ahead and add all the monsters here in case someone wants to stand next to a rock gar. Boom. We'll go ahead and say that. And then we'll say else if, what's these other people here? Sandcrawler, greater than info, Sandcrawler. Boom. And then we got a Wolfhound down there. Greater than info, Wolfhound. Boom. Need one more. Should have copied and pasted first. A Wolfhound. All right. Save. Play. We did it, guys. So now if I move, it should go ahead and just do a different mob. Let's see if it works. I think it's working. We're gaining skill chance here. I don't know which one it's targeting, but that's okay. Script plays successfully. All right, and then going back to like if our if we wanted to gain the music skill as well, we'll just add that to the top. Will be a blast from the past with everybody. Save and play. Now we're gaining music skill. We're gaining Discord skill. With me? The script to beat Outlands. You'll be the first person to see the ending cutscene. Exactly. You have beat the game. Now get off the game, please. Please, you're ruining it for everybody. People want to actually play the game. Someone actually wants to come in here and hit this skill button and click this monster. And click this button and click that monster. Right? Why am I even doing this? I'm ruining the game. By the way, I am free from shelter. I am free from shelter. Is now my new title. All right, so if you guys are curious, here's another script to train discordance all the way to whatever skill level you have. We can add a skill check in there if we want, so that it would stop playing and stop using your instrument if you'd like. So we can add that in as well. And we'll just basically say, if skill discordance is greater than 100, greater than or equal to 100. overhead. You beat the game. Okay. And now you say, well, is that actually working or not? The way you test this, instead of waiting for 100 skill, is we'll just set it to what our skill is, which is 75.1. So if we hit save and play, it should say we beat the game. We beat the game. I don't know if you can see it there with all these nameplates on. Who plays like that? What a monster. Beat the game. All right, so we'll go ahead and change that back to 100. And then we'll add this in the description of the script so that someone that comes along in the future can be like, what the hell? Why is it stopping? You beat the game. Actually, I should make another message that says overhead. Adjust skill check. Roll the credits. Outro music incoming. Yeah, I'm gonna switch it to the end real quick just so we can see it. But last time I switched the scenes, it broke. But here we go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace. Just kidding, we're not done yet. All right. I love scripting. This is so much fun. Hopefully you guys are having a good time. Make sure to like and subscribe. Smash the buttons. Do the things and the stuff. I think I broke this display. There we go. All right, we will go ahead and post this script to the website. Let me go ahead and save and play that so it can run while we post it. Your pop-up always gives you a huge white screen with a red X across it. Yeah, that's because you hit play while it was open. Make sure you don't hit play while it's open, and you'll be fine. All right, we're going to switch to this scene real quick and post to the website again. Again, if you guys ever need some scripts, it's uorazorscripts.com. I don't know if you can see this here or not, but it's outlands.uorazorscripts.com. I'm going to go ahead and share that link in the chat in a moment, but this is my website. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, ways I can improve it, please let me know and I will try to ignore you. Not ignore you. I will try to implement those features. I want to see people use this. We're up to 140 scripts with 48 people signed up. Okay, not too bad, but thousands of people play this game. I want to see thousands of scripts. And then I want to like get people to complain that the website's too slow. Ever thought about reviews and comments? Yeah, that's a great idea. Should add that, huh? Because for example, yeah, like if you click this script, like, is this even a good script, right? Like it would be neat to have like a little section of like, hey, I use that script. Like a little like thumbs up. Or like, no, that didn't fucking work for me, which is probably most of them. Because that's what I hear about. Oh, thank you, Nicole. By the way, everybody, Nicole's my wife. She's the one allowing us to stream tonight. So be sure to say thank you to her. She's taking care of the kiddos. I mean, they should be asleep, but she's watching them. Thank you, Nicole. Mm. 1 to 3 years sleep? Man. Get those other two. A button that says I've used this and it works. Yeah. That's a good idea. I need to look into that. Because the other thing is, I want to know who people are, which is how I do the login, is through Discord. And it's easier to know, like, hey, just log in order to rate and vote. But a lot of people don't want to log in. Like a lot of people don't even want to share their scripts because they require you to log in. So it's like a weird. So I just trust the random IP of someone to say, hey, yeah, go ahead and. He tried to thank her, but accidentally reported. Banned from chat. A lot may no longer work after they change the targeting. Yeah, I tried to go through and update any of the ones that were targeting next humanoid because that got removed. And it went with like player or monster. So I tried to go through and fix any of them that were busted. But if there's any others that are busted, yeah, like please let me know and I'll try to get them fixed. All right, so this is train discoordinates at the zoo. Coordinates. Stream. Training. Discord. Bard. Zoo. Description. Be at the zoo with instruments. Sounds good? Submit the script. Boom. Discord login's a good call. Yeah, thanks. You wish you caught this a little earlier. Be sure to upload it. Yes. You'll be able to check the replay of the live stream if you want to see a struggle live. But also, yeah, any of these scripts will be on uorazorscripts.com. And they're training here. And again, just to give you guys a quick example of anytime a script gets added, the recent ones show here. You can click them and easily copy just with this button right here, copy script. And then the tags, you can search by tags, right? And that's, yeah, it's not that pretty, but they're there. You can also search for like Bard. You can run a search directly and it tries to show you barding scripts. But to give you an example, I'm obviously not searching correctly because I searched for Bard. And why the hell aren't the ones I just added showing up here? Great question. Who made this site? Ugh. File that as a bug. These should show up. See, Bard. Bard right there. Why is it not here? Search feature. God. All right, anyway. Thank you, Jason. We will try to get that fixed. And by we, I mean me. All right, cool. So let's, how much skill have we gained over here in this other window? Go back to it. We're going to hit back to the stream. Boom. Didn't crash, hopefully. All right. I'm lost. Where am I? All right, look at us go. We're already at 75.7 skill. We're going to do a provocation training zoo script real quick, and then we'll move on to a dungeon and we'll go fight some stuff. And we'll actually make a script for interacting with some monsters. See how that goes. Skills to train in shelter. Yeah, like actually have like links and sections. How about creating an entire profile? Let's say, what kind of profile? My attempt at making a section was this guide here, for example. I added like a guide section. And this was based on like my other, like a recent video, which by the way, I still want to make videos. I don't want to just do live streams. I want to still make videos. It's just, it's hard with life and children and wanting to play a game and live streaming and all that shit. But don't worry, more videos to come soon. TM. Anyway, with like this guide section, I'm talking like you guys can see my screen. Anyway, over here, like I have a guide section, and I was ideally adding some guides related to the videos, right? And then have some text here to follow along with. That way it gave me some searchability on the old Googles. And then one of the things that I liked about this right here is then I could have like inline scripts of just example scripts, right? And they aren't necessarily ones you search for, but you could copy them as an example. Yeah, thanks. I brought it back with the 97. Some references there. Be sure to check out my videos. Like, subscribe. Smash the buttons. All right, cool. We will go back to the game now. And I will pause this discoordinate script. And we're going to basically copy and paste this into a new one called... I named this Train Provoke Zoo, so... Let me go ahead and save this as Train Discoordinates Zoo. We'll save and play that. And then we'll edit the Provoke Zoo one. Train Provocation at the zoo. Provocation skill is greater than or equal to 100. I beat the game. We'll go ahead and click all those. Use skill, provocation. Your page layout is too up to date. You need to freeze your page in time with frames and embedded frames. Oh man, yeah, like have a frame in a frame with some cool like thick borders, like the old school borders. Have like a guest book sign at the bottom. You're visitor number 3. Thank you, thank you. If you're here, please sign my guest book. Bringing it back. GeoCities website. I should host it on GeoCities. Might be gone. What am I doing? I'm training. We're gonna pop out this editor here. So we're gonna train provocation real quick. And we are using the skill, asking us what instrument we would like to do. We are going to target any of these mobs, and then we need to target ourselves. So the good news is we can do all that, and then we say if... Nicole asks if we're doing a giveaway tonight. If we get some loot, yes. But chances are no, it's already 10:41 and we haven't fought anything yet, minus my 37 gold I have from the noob dungeon. So maybe no giveaway tonight. But maybe we will. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll just give away some money for the people that stick around. Or do we give it away now so the people can go night-night? Cole, unsubscribe, yeah. Be sure to unsubscribe and resubscribe so an alert pops up, makes me feel good. Giveaway for the wagon? Yeah, no, you guys should give me stuff. Can you guys give me stuff? Like I'm the noob here. That should be the giveaway. The giveaway should you guys should all like scrounge to give me items. And then I'll roll and see whose item I get to take. I like that. This isn't a Pwn Star stream. This isn't Job's Gamer stream. This is I'm broke. And the only thing I know how to do is program. Even if you unsubscribe, you can still hear me. I'm sorry. I'll be quiet. All right, here we go. So again, I'm just programming out my wazoo here. So we are using the skill provocation. And then it's going to target a monster, hopefully. And then it's going to target ourselves, hopefully. Let's hit play. Let's see if it works. Play. I correctly see that I'm gaining skill. Am I shooting it? Oh, I guess I'm training. Let me take out my bow here. Hey, so that's good to know. You instantly start attacking the thing you provoke. Oh wait, no, because I'm provoking it onto myself. That makes sense. So it's attacking me. Jesus. Yeah, this is your time. This is your time of stream. We never win at marbles anyway. I've actually won at marbles a few times now. Like, it's pretty good. The kids want to know what a wazoo is. We are at the wazoo. Training. Oh, you mean like an actual instrument wazoo? Like this flute? All right, so look, guys, we now have a script that is properly training provocation. Let's move around just to make sure it still works if I'm not at that specific area. Let's see. There it goes. It's still working. Oh, man. Okay, so we've been live for an hour and 45 minutes. And we've created any training script you might want for barding. Mine is peacemaking, but who's a peacemaker? That's boring. The good news is the peacemaking script is literally a copy of the discordance script. Discordant dance. So if we really wanted to make that, I can, but I'm not going to right now. Because why would we do such a thing? Like trying to help people. All right, I think we should head to a dungeon. I think we should try out our newfound skills. And make a script that we can actually use to fight, right? Because now that we've trained, we can pretend that we have 100 skill, 120 skill. Let me post this to the website real quick, just in case anybody wants to train provocation at the zoo. I will let that run. We're gonna switch over to the posting of the website. Look at the stream quality, by the way, guys. Like before, I just said you had to pretend what I was doing. You had to, excuse me, COVID. You had to pretend. Now you can actually follow along. Add script. Train provocation at the zoo. Can you only run one script at a time? Yes. You can only run one script at a time. If you try to run another script or another hotkey, then it like stops whatever it was doing with the first one. However, we could create one script that like trained discordance first, and then when it hit 100, then it could switch to provocation, which is probably what I should do. That way, if someone wants to like let it run overnight, they can like hit 100 in discordance, and then it switches to provocation. There's always something to do. This is why programming is never going away, because there's always room for improvement. Stream. Training. All right. It's a seal of approval. It's on the website. Look at that. If we want to train provocation, there's one for Shelter Island, one at the zoo. Man, what a great website. All right, back to the game. All right, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I'm not a bard. I've never played a bard. So, when I go into a dungeon and I fight a monster, what do I want to cast first? Do I cast Discordance first, or do I cast Provocation first? You have an idea for a bard script? Please tell me. You provo, then Discord, so they don't kill you. That makes sense, Andy. Wow. This is why you're on the payroll. Scott with provo first. I agree. That makes sense now that I say that out loud. I didn't know if doing discordance like helped your chances of provocation. I didn't know. Like I felt like that was a thing somewhere I read. All right, so our instrument is almost dead, but that's okay. We'll pick another one up on the near the. I was gonna say near the hotel, near my wagon. Okay, and just a refresher, this is a brand new bard. I don't have any points in this aspect codex thing, and I don't have any experience in my lyric armor. Let's go ahead and stop that for now. We're gonna head towards my wagon. Jay's house. Okay. There are bard effects you can cast, discordance, target the ground around you. Problem is, it only lasts for 15 minutes. Is there a reason people haven't scripted that to auto-renew? Great question. Let's try that out. Let's go ahead and make a buff script. Buff. We'll name it bard buff. There's a system message you can use to trigger it. Okay. I need a bigger house. No way, man. Look at this. Look at this. Everything I need is in this tile. Look at this. This is like the best. Now, granted, again, I've upgraded the shit out of this wagon. I have 7 secures in the wagon, but I got a resource stockpile. I got a map. I got a bank. I got other things. I got the recycler. I got everything I need. I need a boat. I agree. I need a boat, Nicole. You get 25 barding skill if something is already peace provo. Oh, okay. Good to know. All right, so we're going to do the bard buff, right? So I want to say if find, or wait, is it buff exists? Is it buff exists? What is it? I'm going to do yet another thing of how I figure this out is we're going to go over to the website. Then we're going to hit the home page and we're going to go over to the Outlands wiki. And then we're going to say buff. Nothing? Is it find buff? Okay, so it's not in there at all. So now we go back and we go to the Razor Community Edition wiki. And we're going to search for buff. And it doesn't find anything. Why would it? Commands. Buff. Buff? Buffs and debuffs? Where is it? Find buff. There, expression. Find buff. If find buff. See, this is how I program. I just search around for shit. And I'm like, I know this exists. Where are you? Here it is. Find buff. Name of buff. So let's check to see if we can actually check for a bard buff or not. I don't know if this works or not. Again, I'm not a bard. We're going to find out. Back to the stream. Boom, 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 So okay, so we're gonna say if find buff, and then what was it called? I don't even remember. We'll run it real quick. Just discoordinates, and then you said target the ground, target ourselves. No, target our backpack. I think that's what it was. Target our backpack. Yeah, target our backpack. So that then does this buff, and it's Song of Discordance. If find buff, Song of Discordance. And if, and we'll say overhead, we got the buff. 88. I'm gonna save and play that. Look at that. We got the buff. So yeah, you should be able to simply, if we don't have that, so right, if we not find buff, then we'll say use skill discordance, wait for target, target backpack. Okay, we'll save and play that. Now again, this isn't running anything, right? Because we're assuming things are correct, but let's just make sure this works. So we're gonna just run this code outside that if statement, and it should run this again, right? So we said, boom. Okay, so that's the Song of Discordance, and it worked. So then the other buff we can do is provocation, right? And that gives us another effect, some extra damage. And that's Song of Provocation. So we can just do the same thing. It's a buff bot. Provocation. Is that how you spell it? And target backpack. Is it ready to cancel buffs? You have to wait 10 seconds if you want to do them back to back. Oh, okay. Yeah, is it a cooldown? Like it consumes the cooldown? Let's see. Oops. You must wait a few moments before. Okay, yeah. I see what you're saying. You must wait a few moments for reporting. I wonder if that's a system message. There's peacemaking too if you want to go all out. Well, shit, man. I don't have that skill, but yeah, we might as well. Song of Peacemaking. If skill peacemaking is greater than 0, and if. Hey, yeah, no, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate everyone being here. Again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, I'm doing it right or wrong, let me know. You guys voted for Bard scripts, right? Otherwise, I would be playing a thief right now, or whatever other category won. Okay. All right, there we go. So this now is a buff bot script. The only thing we got to do is add in the weights, right? Because we can't just shimmy through this. We have to wait. So we will do my little tricky McTrickerton of 4. And you guys heard it was 10 seconds? Sounds good. M4. Waiting for cooldown. Wait 1 second. All right. So that should correctly use the skill. If I don't find the buff, it's going to use the skill and then it's going to wait. And it's going to move on to the next one, next one, next one. Cool. So we'll try that again in 12 minutes. But we'll name this as Bard Buff. And we'll make it bigger so everybody can see what I did. We'll say Bard Buff Hockey. Bye. Jaseowns. Euro Outlands. Description. Tries to buff yourself. All right, well, so we'll save and we'll put this one on the site. And yeah, maybe I'm preemptively putting it on, but this should work. You know, it should work. I have faith. Delicious tabs. Those Windows hotkey control select skills be sexy. Yes. Yes, programming. We're playing this game? No, we're playing Razor. I should be training while I wait, huh? To give you an example, I could just run the discordance play. That should be running it on myself while I'm in my house. Am I gaining skill? Yes. Oh, see, here's a bug with that particular script. Is I'm stuck with the cursor open. I handled it with the old one, with the other one, but I didn't handle it with this training one. I'll be sure to update the website with that real quick. Because people are going to use it and they're going to be like, why? Your script doesn't work, Jace. It gets stuck with the cursor open. And I'll go, I'm sorry. I'm terrible at the game. Anyway, so one of the things I want to do is I want to have the editor look like this when you're editing the script. Because right now when I click edit, it goes back to like regular hard text. How terrible is that? It's hard to see. There. Fixed it. Look at this. Live streaming, live scripting, live editing of scripts that are shareable to your friends. Man, what a stream. All right, I need to take this buff bot real quick. Save that. Train discordance. Gonna hit play on that so it's running in the background on full FPS. Thank you, Psalms. I mean, you're welcome, Psalms. All right, we're gonna add script. Bard Buff Hockey. Does that sound good? Is that a good name for that? We'll just call it a snippet. Stream. Bard Buffs. Boom. I should be posting these things so you guys can quickly link to them, huh? I'm a noob streamer. Leave me alone. Link in the chat. All right, we're 2 hours in. We've trained. We've got a request for a script and we just created it. A Bard Buff bot script. Let me switch back to the stream here. And let me take some COVID medicine. Ah. It's Monster, but I also have water here. Don't worry. I also drink water. Sometimes. All right. I still got 6 minutes to try this again. Hopefully one of you guys is a bard and you guys can go try that bard buff script and let me know if it works. I'd really appreciate some live feedback from any bards in the neighborhood. Okay. So now let's go kill some shit, right? Provo first. I think we should talk about targeting, right? Because what are we gonna do? We're gonna enter a dungeon. I guess I'll stop working and go play UO. Yeah, get your priorities right. Gah. I need some testers, okay? And besides, you're not actually playing UO, you're testing my scripts, right? You're my QA. Okay, it's another form of work. By the other thing, I totally just guessed this was harp. Were these the right names? I don't even know. Harp, lute, drum. Hopefully those are all right. If not, we'll fix them. Just go first on higher difficulty mobs. Discord increases your provo chance. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to go into... What's the skill dungeon? What do we got going on here? Or the EXP dungeon. The Suro. Yeah, email automation is less than testing JSON scripts. Agreed. You ran it and it stopped after the first cooldown. Oh no, did it not go to the next bard buff? Did I syntax error it? Jack, do you have all 3 skills? Because yeah, it tries to check the... You have to make sure you have the skills, because otherwise you don't gain bonus. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I misspelled provocation, which is totally possible. Because I don't spell good. We'll see what happens when I run it here. But chances are I misspelled something. Sorry. I'll fix it once we can do it live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. I need that meme. Oh, and the fact that it didn't work, here's a sound for you. And a bad loot. If you already have the buff, one buff, it will stop because there are no replays within the loot. Yeah, that's true. Just logged on, no buffs. Oh shit. It's getting spicy. Can't wait for this timer to go up. I should just kill myself. No, I shouldn't. I'm not gonna kill myself. Wow, that got kind of grim. I meant in the game. Jeez. All right. So we are correctly training right now, but we're gonna go back to what I wanted to do, which was yeah, damn, Jason, that was bad. All right, we're just playing a game. Everybody calm down. All right, I'm gonna take another bamboo stick here. Unidentified loot. Do I have one that's already identified? Exceedingly melonous. Script failed. Off in his head. Yeah, the stream's done. We're turning it off. This is all a facade. I'm lying to everyone. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Actually, I'm not lying to you because I'm telling you I don't know what I'm doing. So it's kind of like it's your own fault for sitting here watching me. Got him. Okay, so going back to how we actually play a bard. We're going to go into a dungeon, and then we want to target the nearest monster, which, thank God, they have enabled nearest monster. Okay? So let's go ahead and make that script. We're going to say new. And we're going to say, like, this is just attack. Like, I don't know what we're going to name it. Attack, provoke nearest. Okay, we're going to say provoke nearest. Okay, and what we're going to do is we want to target whatever's nearest. How do people play bard? Do they manually click shit? Because I want to program, I want to like automate it all. Maybe I'm automating it already out of my brain. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to automate it more than it needs to be, and then we'll fix it afterward, okay? But basically what we're going to do is we're going to use the skill provocation, okay? And then we're going to wait for target 500 milliseconds. And then if we have a target, so if target exists, and if, that means we're ready to select something. You do it because if you're fighting 4 mobs, you want to provo them all against each other. Okay, that makes sense. I'm going to go ahead and write the script that just provokes things near me, and then we'll edit it later. So we're going to use skill provoke, and we're going to wait for target. And then when the target exists, we're ready to target something. So then we're going to actually target the next closest monster. So we're going to hotkey. We're going to save this real quick, and then we're going to search hotkeys. We're going to say target closest gray monster. Enemy monster. What is it? Target closest. Is it enemy monster? Gray monster? Non-friendly monster? Target closes non-friendly monster. Hockey. We're gonna see if this works. I'm running out here. A cougar is a non-friendly monster. Whom do you wish them to attack? Okay, so that worked. And then I don't know if this will work or not. I have no clue. I'm not a bard. Who do you wish for them to attack? It's targeting. It's bringing up the cursor, but I want to target something that's nearby. Okay. I'm overthinking this already. Yeah, if I just target self, it's going to start attacking me, right? Yeah. So that's like it. It went ahead and furiously attacked me. But now I wanted to attack like the next closest thing. All right, let me head back to my house real quick, and we'll continue to mess with this. Hold on one second. All right. Hopefully unmuted. You attack, yes. I'm trying to think of what you're saying. I only want to use provoke when I'm near something, right? So I'm already engaged with something. I'm overdoing this, right, guys? You bards don't do this. The bards are already like, why aren't you just fucking going over there and hitting the skill? Because I'm already overcomplicating, because this is how a programmer works. Like, I'm trying to automate shit that doesn't need to be automated. But we're doing it. So I want to say hotkey, target, closest. Okay? And I'm going to wait 200 milliseconds. And that's going to target something near me. And I'm going to say if insys message, like it's no found or something. Let me run this real quick just so I can see what, no matching. Okay. So if insys message, no one matching. And if, that means there was no one around. Okay. Nothing to attack. Okay, we'll say that 34. Okay, and we'll wait 200. And we'll just stop the script. Okay, so nothing to attack. So if I run this, it should say nothing to attack, stops the script. Okay. If it did target something, then I know I can use the skill. So, but I want to briefly set the variable. Again, this is me just typing this out loud. I don't even know if this is going to work or not, but I want to set a variable to the monster we just targeted. We'll call it mob1 because we're very unique and we're awesome. Set mob bar1 to our last target, which should be this closest monster because we targeted them. Okay. Now, phone's going off. 11:16 at night. Why is my phone going off? What's the difference between set var and set var? Set var with a and remove. Basically, this makes it so there's no extra text at the bottom of the screen. It's either the at or the pound or the exclamation. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head which is which, but I use both. And that basically means it doesn't save the variable, and it also doesn't create some spam on the left-hand side saying like mob1 has been updated. Yeah, maybe the bard selects the next target. I agree. We will allow someone to do that, but I want to just run out of the gate with like, here's an automated, it attacks the scripts next to each other, and I'm a bard now. I'm with you though, Pancho. We'll definitely have that as an option. But I'm trying to over-engineer something real quick. So anyway, we now know that mob1 is our target that we wanted to do. And now I kind of want to like ignore the target. I want to ignore. I wonder if I can do that. Ignore last target. And then run it again. Okay. And then. Oh, this is going to get spicy. Mob 2 will be last target. Okay, and then we're going to clear target, clear ignore. Okay. So we'll clear ignore, and then we'll use a skill provocation on the target mob1, and then we'll wait for target 500 and target mob 2. Wow. If this works off the gate, You're welcome, everybody. I'm gonna set that to Q. That already belongs to item identification. Nope, now it belongs to provoke nearest Q. All right, let's do this. If I run it, it should say there's no mob. Nothing to attack. Got it. I'm gonna run it with only one person here, and it should say that it can't run. You can't tell someone to attack themselves. You can't tell someone to attack themselves. So my ignore didn't work. My ignore last target didn't work. I wonder if you can ignore mob 1. Added to the ignore list, new target set. All right, let's go ahead and output. Yeah, the next closest mob. Why doesn't it understand what I'm trying to do? Son of a bitch. All right, we're gonna output our descriptions of our mobs just so we can see them. So we're gonna say get label of mob 1 as description 1, overhead description 1. We're gonna say mob 1 equals description 1. Okay, and then we'll go over here to mob 2. Get label mob 2, description 2, mob 2 equals description 2. Save, play. Mob 1 equals a hawk and mob 2 equals a hawk. That is not true. I could put him into lists. Yeah. I hate lists. So hotkey target closest. Oh, maybe I need to wait. Maybe I need to allow the ignore to register. Nope. Behind and okay, here we go. Here we go. Crow a crow. Why? Use endless to put the mob into the list. Yeah, we could try that. Scale the script to 3 or 4 more targets. That's true. Yeah, the list would probably be better at that point. Let's see what our other options are with target next. So target, there's target closest, but then there's also target like next. And that's probably what I'm gonna have to do. I'm probably gonna have to, I wanna get the closest thing to me, but then target the next mob. Let me just do that real quick. Instead of doing target closest, we'll do target. We'll do the next mob. Let's see. Next. What the hell am I using? I'm using closest non-friendly. We'll say next non-friendly monster target. Next non-friendly monster target. Okay, let's see if that works. This should be a crow and a horse. A crow and a horse. So that worked. That horse is wrecking that crow. Holy shit, look, I gained 0.2 aspect. All right, so here's the problem is they're too far away from each other there. Let me just run around here real quick. He's excitable. There's a raven. So that worked. So yeah, I mean that's cool. That's working. I'm gonna run over here. Hopefully this just attacks some shit. So that works. I'm just spamming Q. Shit, I'm gonna have to heal myself here. I'm gonna have to create a heal script. So this obviously isn't very efficient because I'm not choosing who is attacking who. But kind of cool that I'm not playing the game and I'm just hitting Q. Right, that's kind of cool. Look at me, I'm a bard, guys. I'm winning. So now I need to be like, okay, well, those guys are already attacking each other. Look at me, I'm a bard. Okay, so we've discovered that the way I'm doing this is not very efficient. It was doable, but it doesn't make any sense. Because in theory, I should be able to be like, okay, I wanna this guy attack that guy, right? And it will work as long as he's the only one near. Is there a max of the number of how you can get provoked, or am I just running out of the time? I'm assuming I'm running out of the time. Oh shit, okay, I'm just gonna run away for right now. Actually, I guess we could equip some shit and just attack this stuff since we're here, huh? Might as well. So we got two guys by themselves, and if I hit Q, this should work. I'm failing. I'm not very good. It's attacking an eagle. I don't want it to attack an eagle. There we go. All right. Oh, try the bard buff. Yeah, thanks, man. We could have tried it twice by now. All right, let me go ahead and try the try the bard buff. Here we go. Boom. Okay. Waiting for cooldown. Waiting for cooldown. Ooh, okay. It says you must wait a few moments before performing another bard song. So my 10 seconds is not enough. It must be like 11 seconds. All right, let's go ahead and hit Q again. I failed. All right, we'll adjust the bard buff song in one moment. Man, look at that. Just I'm hitting Q, and it's just doing things for me. Doesn't even matter. Let's get this Etten. Etten, oh, there we go. Provoke the Etten. I'm gonna kill this chief. I'm a bard, guys. All right, allow me to fix this script while we wait here. I'm just gonna wait 12 seconds because I'm gonna avoid. Oh shit, you wants to attack a cougar? No, no. This is very chaotic. Dang. My heal script is currently thinking I'm playing my sword or my shield and crossbow character, so I need to fix that as well. But hit Q. I keep failing because I don't have any skill, but that's all right. You worked by changing to 11? Cool, perfect. Here we go. Oh man, I am a bard. We're gonna hit Q again. I failed. Hey, that worked. All right, my provoke script is retarded. I understand that now, but that's okay. You were too concerned whether or not you could do it. You never stopped to think if you should. I did think I shouldn't do this. But you gotta learn. This is how you learn stuff. You try it out. And you realize it's so bad. What was that? Was that the aspect proc? Yeah, getting some loot. Oh my god, a key? An aspect scroll? We got some loot for the giveaway. An arcane scroll. I said aspect scroll. I didn't mean to say that. All right, we'll finish killing these mons and then we'll change the script around. Anyway, you said 11 worked, right? So we're going to change it to 11 seconds in the bard buff. 11, 11, 11. I'm going to save those all locally, and then I'm going to edit the script on the site real quick. I'm all tabbed real quick. Don't let me die. That guy just blow himself up? Seems kind of unnecessary. 11, 11, 11. Save. That dude's like, wow, this guy's scripts are too powerful. I'm just going to explode myself. All right. Going over here. This is test here. My key. Wow, they literally are blowing themselves up. I need to fight these guys more often. The scripts are too powerful. Hey, feast. Hey, we got some gold. This is the most random items. I'll take it all. I don't need your beer. Aspect? What's going on? What are these things? By the way, I'm using G to like grab. Wait, there's two? Huh. Okay. Nice. All right, let's kill this Eaton. Let's show him who's boss. Or Etten. Is it Etten? Look at that. I've already gained a 53.9 lyric aspect, and I'm beating the game. All right. Change to 11, it worked. Unlock the crate, done. Are you starting new skills on an established character? Just curious. Are you letting other skills drop? Yeah, so basically there's a thing on Outlands called an echo. If you do greater than, or not greater than, but like bracket echo, it will pull up your character, and then you can unlock additional echoes for scrolls or gold or doubloons. And so I have some echoes on this character, and I unlocked one today just for this bard script shit. It cost me 300 scrolls. Because you can buy scrolls for cheaper than the gold, right? So instead of spending 3 million, I spent like 2.8 or something. I don't know, not 2.8, but less than 3. Yeah, I'm rich. Dude, as soon as I get money though, I spend it. That's my problem. So yeah, I'm rich, but I'm also broke. Like I've already pre-spent like $56 million or million gold. So like, if I ever win the lotto, I'm already back to zero. But yeah, your first one costs 100 scrolls or a million gold. So yeah, definitely just play the same character, you know. And then it's like me on aspect. I have like I unlocked lyric today, but normally I'm air, and I have artisan. I'm sure other people have like a lot more. I tried shadow. Shadow is so boring. I hated shadow. Anyway, I'm hoping that lyric is cool. I mean, I see a lot of people make a lot of money being a bard, so hopefully I can earn back my echoes. Because the other thing is the customizations. If you do the bracket customizations, these are all things I want to unlock as well, like a bench player and blah, blah, blah. But you can reduce the cooldown of your echo. That is over here. This Jack of all trades and Jill of all trades. It brings the cooldown down to an hour to switch. So like this right here, I want to spend the 5 million, but why? So my bard, I was gonna go archer, provoke bard, just because I'm already playing an archer on my regular character, and I have a pretty decked out archery codex, and I figured like, hey, I might as well just like leverage what I got on that. But eventually, I'd like to go that necro bard thing that Posar plays, because I feel like that's super overpowered. But for now, I'm just going to stick with what I have, which is archery. Archery provoke. And I'm going based on the website. Let me just switch that real quick. I'm just going based on the templates, like on the wiki. I went to the templates, and then I went to Bard, and then I'm just going this guy to provoke Archer. So, and then same thing, like right now I have Chivalry. And it says you might want to use that instead of healing, but I don't. I'm okay with like just using healing for now. But eventually, like Chivalry, this is gonna go down. Work in progress. We'll see how it goes. Okay, we've already made some gold. We have a skill scroll. We made a stupid script that's going to be pointless, but that was fun. This provoke automation. So hey, the people that actually play bards for real, do you guys just hotkey like provoke, and then you click a target, and then you click the next target? Like your hotkey is literally just use provocation. Yeah, life is tough. Yeah, yeah. How do you actually you play the game? God, that sounds miserable. Oh my god, everybody's saying yeah. That sounds terrible. How? Ugh. Like as bad as me hitting Q was, it was actually kind of fun because it was just like I don't even need to actually play the game. I just hit Q over and over again. You drag health bars and then target them. Okay. Imagine pressing buttons and, and clicking targets in 2022. Exactly. What are you guys doing? Exactly. Just spam Q. I just want to hold Q down. Q, 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 Q. All right. So if you guys had one thing that was like, I wish this was easier. I wish something could be better. Hey Jace, can you help me with this bard question? Is it knowing when you need to provoke something? Is it knowing the duration of a buff? Is it like what is something you guys want to see? And I'll try to like help you guys make it real quick. And while we're waiting for that answer to come in, I'm gonna hit training discordance while I'm in my house. I am gonna step away real quick. I'm gonna run to the restroom and get some more water. I'll be right back. But go ahead and type in the chat what you want me to do next or what you would want to see next, and we'll get back to it once I take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, don't everybody talk at once. Yeah, the one that you sent me on Discord, the magic recycler instrument thing. Let me refresh my brain. He sends me again. You missed making of the bard buff script. Does it stay running and check if your buffs wear off and reapply? No. So currently it's just a hotkey, you know, like just a single hotkey. And it's checking to see if you have the buff before it runs. So if you have a loop that you're currently running, you could take that whole script and then put it in your existing loop. And it would then just it would apply it when it's ready. The only gotcha with that is the way it currently is waiting. Like, let me just pull up the script so we can talk about it real quick. Let me switch to this real quick. And then here is the script. Hopefully you can see that. The way it's currently saying is like, hey, if you have discordance skill and I don't find the song discordance, then use it and then wait for 11 seconds. And the only tricky part is if you put this in a loop, you won't be doing something for 11 seconds, right? So it's kind of iffy with its current implementation if you wanted to have it be something looping over and over again. You'd want to handle this differently, the timer. Which we could totally do, but we'll save that for another time. But for right now, it's just a hotkey, and you would hit that button when you first start playing, and then when you're 15 minutes in the dungeon, hit it again. Let's see. We usually use magical instruments exceedingly supremely when we go barding, but when we dump magic items in the recycler, it dumps everything plus our active instrument. Oh, okay. You need a script to either retrieve your active instrument from the recycler or not put it in there. How do you currently put items in the recycler? Do you just do like a double click and then dump into recycler? Is that how your current organizer script works? Dump everything in the recycler. I'm gonna go back to the website real quick. Somebody had asked me on the previous stream about barding and an instrument, and I used the name any. So I'm gonna search the website for any. Get label of instrument. And this was answering a question about the durability of your instrument. Trying to think of what we were doing. That was from COD 4. Hey, COD 4, you're right there. Look at you. I like how shit's labeled sometimes. Have you been using this script at all? Does this help? You probably haven't been using it. It's cool. No judgments. Um, because yeah, I'm trying to think. I probably should be saying out loud what I'm thinking instead of just sitting here staring off into the abyss. But basically, what I'm trying to think about is like what your question is of. We have an instrument in our backpack, and it's the one we're using, right? It's like, for example, I have this one. It has 97 uses still, right? And when I go back home, if I dump everything into the recycler, I don't want to lose my instrument. And there's no real way to dynamically set your instrument. You would have to choose it at the time of like your script execution. Yeah, don't lose any. Yeah, we learned that I didn't know how to spell instrument, so we named everything any. Good times were had. Okay, so if we're when you guys go, when you leave, when you bards leave your home or the bank, how do you know which instrument is your like magic instrument? Would you select it? Like, would it be okay if you said like, "Hey, this is the instrument I care about today," or is that annoying? And the reason why I say that is because, like the get label of our current instrument, like let's say we're gonna make a new script and we're just gonna name this smart any smart instrument. Okay, this was the old script that basically we wanted to make sure that we used the instrument and then it gave us the label, right? So if I saved and play that, it's saying like no any found because we didn't have a bamboo flute on that list apparently. Can't believe we didn't have a bamboo flute. You just double click it to play it and now it's your active instrument. Yeah. Because we can make a lot of assumptions of like, if you have one instrument in your backpack, that's your instrument, right? But if you have two instruments in your backpack, I want you to choose what is more important to you if you happen to run it and haven't run it yet. Right? And this is where my brain starts to overcomplicate shit because there usually be one in your home and bank. Yeah, like because you're basically I logged in for the day. I haven't run any scripts, right? And your script doesn't know your instrument. But if you run it and you only have the one instrument, if we know that that instrument is your instrument, let's mess with this. It's like right now I have two. This is gonna get crazy. Okay. So if not var exists any, okay, and then we wanna combine all the counts of the instruments to see if we only have one. So create remove list innies. Great list. Innies. I want to do count types. If count type a bamboo flute in our backpack. I wonder if this outputs 2. Hold on 1 second. Save play 2. So it does say 2. So if we have more, man. So we have 2 bamboo flutes. So if set any is greater than 1, and if we already know we need to select one, so set var. I'm basically trying to create a way that is going to count all the instruments we have in our backpack and then ask us to choose one if we have more than 1 type. Okay, so let's see how this goes. We're going to set var, and it's like any required, and we'll say 0. Okay, and we'll say any selection required. And if set any is greater than 1, we know we need to select it. Okay. And we'll say any count. If it's greater than 1, we know we need to bypass that. And we're going to keep going through all these things. Cross, your bar buff is amazing. Was trying to do the same thing yesterday with no luck. Thanks for the scripts. No problem, man. I'm glad we at least got 1 valid script out of the stream today. I mean, we did some training scripts as well, but excuse me, I'm gonna copy. All right, I'm back. So Tamarine, if we have more than 1, push list, innies. Do bamboo flute. Marine. Okay, we're gonna go drum. This might be overkill, but we're doing this. We're doing it live. Flute, harp. Okay, and the idea of what I'm trying to do here, guys, just so again, this hopefully makes sense, is I'm basically saying, hey, do we have our instrument variable? And if we don't, we're going to try to set it. I'm counting how many flutes I have as an any count. If it's greater than 0, we enter this if statement. And I'm basically saying our any's list now contains bamboo flute. However, if we have more than one bamboo flute, we're going to have to require a selection anyway. Okay. So then we do with the same thing with the tambourines. If we have more than one, if we have more than 0, it will add it to our any's list. If we have more than 1, then it's going to say we're required. So if I run this script, it should, based on what I have in my backpack, which is just 2 bamboo flutes, we should see our list of any's just say bamboo flutes, and then any selection required should be 1. So let's try this out. I'll close that big window so it doesn't break. So I'm gonna overhead. We're gonna any selection required, and we'll say that guy, boom, boom. And then we will loop our any's list. We'll say for each goodies in any's and for overhead goodies. All right, if we play this, we should see any selection 1 and goodies. You guys ready? And goodies should say bamboo flutes. So we should see any selection required, yes. Bamboo flutes. Holy shit, look at that. So that worked. So now I'm gonna remove a bamboo flute. We're gonna just put that in our bag here. So now I only have 1 instrument. So required should only have 1, and we should see bamboo flute. Is that required? Should be 0, I'm sorry. And we should have 1. Okay, so that worked as well. I'm gonna put this back in my bag and I'm gonna run it with nothing. Okay, so any selection required is 0, but I also don't have any list items. So we'll basically say at this point, if any's is, how do I count the list? Didn't I already try to do this? If length any's is less than or equal to 0, and if no instruments found. Save play. Maybe it's not length, maybe it's just the name. How do I check the list length? I feel like I asked this before. Going over the website real quick, I'm gonna check the homepage, go over the Outlands wiki. Length. Compare the list of length. List length operator value. So if list any's equals 0. If list any's less than or equal to 0, no instruments found. Save play. Okay. We're close. All right, so if not var exists any, we're creating an instrument. And we're going to say if any selection is required, and if overhead, please select your instrument. And we'll say set var any. else if list any's is equal to 1, meaning it only found one type, we can search for that type. Okay, so basically this script again, it's probably overkill, but we're setting our instrument type based on how many we have. Okay. And then we're saying if our list of any's is 0, we're going to say we don't have any instruments. If our any selection is required, it's going to force us to choose it. But if our instrument list is just 1, that means we know we have only one instrument and we can just automatically set it. Hey, Luke Goblin. Hey, what's up, buddy? Catch me live. Yeah. We're learning how to be a bard. A terrible, terrible bard. That I'm just going to hold Q down and run around, and it's going to randomly attack shit without me hitting any buttons. Show you what I got. Right now, we're working on a script to, like a kickoff script to know which instrument is important to us. That way, when we get back home and we do a loot drop off, we can grab our instrument again. I wish the server had the bard thing where you could play individual notes. Yeah, that'd be cool. That was on Outlands. They had like a whole customized play note section in Razor. Or I guess in Say, you could like say, play, see, blah, blah, blah. Kind of cool. All right, so this script right now, I don't have any instruments on me. So if I'm going to close this down, I'm going to hit play. No instrument. And it says script error line 56. What did I do? If any selection is 1. Save. All right, I'm going to play that again. Hopefully no error. No error. Back on the UO Legacy server, we had a bard competition on the server. Nice. Hey, 1 second place. Cool. It's cool all the things that we can do on the game, like in the mini games inside the game, you know? You played the Stones theme? Yeah. You got to, right? Isn't that like a default option? All right, if I put one instrument on my body and I run this, it should choose this one instrument. Bamboo flute. Let's see. Play. And if I run it again, it should output my durability. Perfect. So this script now has set a variable based on me having one instrument in my backpack to this guy. Now the question was, when you do a loot drop off, can it be ignored or can you pick it back up? Right? And so if I do this and if I dump into recycler and you just target yourself, how do you guys do that? You guys just do like this? Damn it, it took my crossbow and everything. You guys are crazy. Okay, so now if I run this, it's basically going to tell me that, hey, there's no instrument found. Because any is no longer in our backpack. And we unset it, which I shouldn't have done. You had a second account that you didn't have any barding and played the good old classic fail strum. Nice. You didn't win anything. It's like this, bad loot. Can't believe you didn't win. I'm trying to think of what you can do to like put away the instrument. Maybe like drop it on the ground first and then pick it right back up. What do you guys normally do when you put your gear away? Are you guys organizer agents? Are you just doing the recycler? I know like Sheba said that he was just doing the recycler and dumping everything into his recycler. I personally do like a big long like organizer script, you know, because I'm a scripter guy. Where I'm like, I put away all my loot based on I first put everything away that was in my bag, my loot bag, into the back into the chest, back into the shelf, and then I put all like the things I find into the resource container. And then I put back in anything based on organizer agents. And then I have any loot that's left over from like just a loop list. You want to do scripting, but you're too lazy. Hey, that's why UORazorScripts.com is here for you, buddy. I'll do all the scripts, and you get just use them. COD 4, you do the dump and then follow the recycle guide. Yeah. Too hard. Copy paste, bro. Copy paste too hard. All right. So I worked on this script and now I'm sad on how I'm going to use it. Okay, because we can correctly get our instrument, right? Like, boom. My bamboo flute. It is the exceedingly, that correctly sets my instrument. But when you go to drop it off, you need the instrument to hang around. That's a good script, Blue Goblin. I like it. It should be like that Diablo 3 loot goblin where you like randomly drop like loot pieces as well as gold. Yeah. It's cool. Yeah, having a check on scavenger, I don't have that. I need to add it now if you're dropping checks. Um, if you guys wanted to save your instrument before you did an organizer agent, like what would you prefer to do? Put it in a bag somewhere? Like have its own bag that you would put it in? Would you want to drop it on the ground? You put it in a nearby chest? Yeah. Good picks of dungeon covers and sacks of gold. That'd be cool, man. I'm too busy spending all my gold on echoes. Let's go ahead and drop it on the ground for this example. And then we'll, because that way I don't have to worry about like a an extra like bag to put it in for right now. Okay, so my script so far is like, it sets my instrument based on what I have. Okay, so I know that based on this script, I have one nicely used bamboo flute. Okay. And I want to do an organizer agent. So when we find it in our backpack, we overhead the instrument, and then we're going to pick it up. Lift any. Drop rail lock 0, 0. Let's just see if this works. It should drop it. We should see a message, and it should pick it back up. Okay. Does this script make sense? Like, I feel like this makes sense to me, but I'm not a bard and I'm not putting shit away and I don't even know, like, is this helpful? So this script, the way it is, correctly sets the instrument. Not a bard, no idea. You're not a bard and you're not a scripter. This is gold. These are gold checks. They get dropped randomly out of your character. So we know we have one instrument. We got that instrument. It's now set. It drops it on the ground. We could do an inventory management script inside of here, and then it would pick it back up off the ground. Like, to give you an example, let's just go ahead and script doing item dump off of this guy. So we get the full effect here. You're a humble goblin. You can stab things and drop gold. That's about it. Nice. It's good to know your limits. You know what I mean? Like, I make shit up this whole time why I live stream about I'm a scripter and I'm gonna help you. And then I write scripts that are like, yeah, is this even necessary, Jace? Define type. Ground. -1, -1. Hue. Count. Source. And if. Okay, and we're gonna declick our recycler. So if I save and play this, it should open up the recycler. Okay, so cool, that's good. And then we're gonna record real quick to just do a dump. I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna say record. Dump into recycler, and we're gonna target ourselves. Okay, we're gonna stop. So basically that was Gump response 3 of this particular Gump. So we're gonna declick the recycler. We're gonna wait for Gump, this guy, for a second. Okay, and then if Gump exists, this guy will do Gump response 3, and we will target ourselves. Target self. Okay. And then we'll wait. We don't need to wait anymore. That sounds good. So we're gonna get back our instrument real quick. I wish to release this. Okay, and let's put some other loot on us. Okay. So if you guys remember, any should be set to our bamboo flute. Hey, see you, Goblin. Thanks for stopping by. Next time we'll do some scripts about dropping gold in your honor. Maybe in patterns. Random patterns. No take backsies. Agreed. We can make like a nice design in our backpack of like a goblin. We could code a goblin being dropped in gold form. It's doable. I don't know how yet, but it's doable. Oh, it's clipped. 200K? Shit, I'll do it right now. Yeah, I'll look and see how we can do that. It's definitely doable. Everything's doable. Yeah, don't do it now. I can't now. Yeah, sorry. I needed to log off like 20 minutes ago, but I'm trying to finish the script. Okay. So our current instrument is the bamboo flute. We have loot on us. We are going to drop the bamboo flute on the ground. We're going to do the recycler where it takes everything out of our bag, and then we're going to pick back up the loot. Let's see if this works, guys. Save. Play. Two recyclable items found and added. Our loot is back on us. We have the power. We could script a dumb goblin face in your bag. Yeah, exactly. Jack, Sheba, any other bards here? Did this do what we think it was going to do? Is that what we wanted? It looked right to me, but I'm not sure. All right, and then we're gonna move this instrument to a bag. Okay, let's say we lost our instrument. Let's say we died. We died and we lost our instrument. Now we need a new one. And my new one's gonna be this loot here. I wish to release this. Okay. So we're starting again, right? Like I died, I re-geared up. And I want to run my organizer real quick, and I hit play here. It should set the loot, drop it down. Let's try. So it set the loot correctly. But it didn't do the goodies. Why not? Let's save and play it again. Let's see what happens. Okay. So it correctly grabbed the loot. It correctly told me that that's being used. But why didn't it work the very first time? Maybe I'm stopping my script. Yep, I have a stop in there, like a silly goose. Okay, we'll save. We'll close that down. All right, let's try again. We'll move this loot into here. We're gonna grab a bamboo stick. Okay, we're gonna have 2 bamboo sticks and a loot. And we're gonna hit play and see what happens. No, because it will work, because any is in our backpack. Okay, so we had 2 bamboo flutes, and it's basically saying, please select your instrument. So that's good. All right, and we'll choose this guy. We correctly did that. It put the bamboo flute away. It kept the one that I clicked. Holy shit, guys. If you have multiple instruments, it's gonna make you choose it. You have to choose the instrument that you want. So we just tried that. We'll do it again though, just so we can have another example. I wish to release this. We're gonna release the. So like right now, look, I'm gonna have all these instruments on me. So I got 3 flutes. To be fair, any already exists. So any is already set to one of the instruments. So if I run this, it should just put away all the instruments but the one that I actually have. So let's try that real quick. Just say play. So right there, it knew that this was my instrument already, and so it put away all these other instruments. Now, if I lose this instrument because it's no longer on me, okay, and if I play this, it's going to say, hey, you don't have any instruments. And it's going to shit itself. If we have no instruments, we'll say stop there. Okay. I mean, when setting up your initial instrument, if you have 2 flutes and 1 tambourine, would it set up the flute, then overwrite the setup with the tambourine? No. So, okay, so like right now, it says I have no instruments, right? I don't have any in my bag. The variable's not set. Like, well, let's put these 2 flutes in my bag. And then a lute. Okay, and if I save and play this, it tells me, please select your instrument. Right, because it found too many. So like, let's select the lute as being what we care about. So the lute is now my main thing. It dropped it on the ground, it did the organizer, and then it picked it back up. And if I run this again now, the lute selected as my main thing, right? So if I run it, it's going to just drop the lute, then it's going to do the inventory stuff, and then pick the lute back up. And like if I add in instruments into my bag, the lute's already set as my instrument, so it's just going to work. If I hit play, it drops the lute, does the thing, and then picks the lute back up. So when I originally was going to do this, Jack, like you're saying, can you let it go in the recycle and pick it back up? I didn't want to have to deal with like trying to release the item. Plus knowing like where it is. It was easier to just drop it on the ground before you do the moving. Right? Because I know the ID, I know where it is, it's in my bag. If I drop it down and then do the organization and then pick it right back up, like that's the easiest way. Mine's not secure. I don't have enough fucking hit points for that, or thingies for that. Mine's just locked down. Can you secure it without a secure? Am I being a noob? I'm in limited space here, guy. Okay, look at my wagon, most expensive wagon on the server. All right, how do I expand my house? Somebody hit me up. Somebody hit me up 500K so I can just secure it. Buy that. See, I'm already spending money I don't have. All right, cool. So I'm going to post this script to the website of goodies. And I think we'll call it a stream for now, because it is 12:31. Let me add this script here. And hopefully this makes sense. I feel like people are gonna be like, what the hell does this script do? This is some crazy bullshit. Set an instrument as your main any. And put away everything else. Bard organization by saving current instrument. Does that sound good? A bit. Description. Into item recycler. Let's weigh items into item recycler. Instrument. Cool. Stream. Bard. Organizer. Overkill. All right, cool. I'll post that into the chat. All right. I think we're gonna call it a stream at that point. I was gonna do some sort of giveaway, but I don't think I have time to do that now. So maybe next time we'll give away something exciting. But appreciate you guys hanging out. It's been fun. I learned a lot. Next time, Prep Coins. Let's go. I agree, dude. Like, why am I doing? I mean, people should be giving me the Prep Coins. Again, like, I think I was onto something earlier. Like, we should have a giveaway where people give me items and then I roll to see which items I win from other people. I like my style. Like, it's like a reverse lotto, you know? Like, you bring me tribute, and then I'll, like, choose the winner. All right, cool. Well, thanks as always, everybody. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Let me hit the end screen here. Boom. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe. YouTube.com/Jaseowns. I will definitely be doing some more streams and barding. Appreciate you guys. Hit me up on Discord if you need anything. I don't know how you're supposed to end a broadcast. Am I just supposed to end it like this? Is this it? Seems anticlimactic, you know? But anyway, yeah, you guys have a good night. Thank you. YourRageScripts.com. Peace.